Hello, Cherie Hanson here. I just had a very pleasurable experience. I put on my god-awful gardening plastic shoes that allow air in and temperature and all the rest of it. It's the closest I can get to barefoot in the winter. And I went outside and I pruned off some dead plants, and I put some leaves into my compost. And as I was pulling up things and chopping off things and moving things, I thought to myself, what is that I'm feeling? I go, I think it's pleasure. I think I'm feeling pleasure and alive and optimistic. It's not from some, supplement I'm taking or, something I'm eating or buying or anything else. It was just the proximity to the earth. And I had forgotten how gardening is such a joy for me. Not the end product, not everything perfect, but just the act of standing on the earth and moving along and interacting with plants. And I think it's really interesting to be able to focus on that. When we are hit by this flood of joy and endorphins and the sense of flow, for me, it's never about completing a task, getting something done, being perfect. It's about moving through the energy that I am creating. So as I garden, I also create myself. As I vacuum and tidy the living room, I'm always recreating myself. As I go for a walk, and my new practice is to do it without any sound, to just let the sounds of nature, the ambient sounds around me, come and gently touch me. I can feel how I am actually recreating myself. It is something that takes a long time to understand. My Buddhist practice helped a lot with that because I did have years and years of meditating, and there would be some point in the meditation that felt like a baptism. The old heavy energy, the old sticky tar-like energy of God, this earth is a lot of work, would just kind of dissolve. It's like opening, I'm thinking about the Russian icons in the cupboard. You open the doors and there's this glorious golden depiction of a magical creature, a source of light covered in gold, just golden, golden, golden. And as people walk past on the sidewalk, I'm out there in this and practically naked feet, gardening, and the air is chilly, it's not terrible. And I say to the people walking past with their dog, isn't this glorious? Look at us. None of us is wearing gloves. And they both turned and looked at me. Not the dog. The dog didn't turn and smile at me. It wasn't that magical. But they both turned and looked at me, and I have come to a place in my life where I know in the moment that we are all touching one another. It is a moment of touching. It is a moment of connecting. It is a shared flow between myself and someone else. And in that moment, what happens for me, inevitably, is I get that feeling as if someone has wrapped me in a warm, soft, fuzzy blanket of love. And I can identify it now. Before I wasn't able to actually understand what it was. I wasn't actually able to feel it. And one of the things that really helped with that was the Buddhist practice. As you are breathing and meditating, you let your mind settle. And I think of this, I'm very cinematic in my spiritual visions, of letting the mind settle on one person that you love deeply. And it's like you are just a giant hand, and you come down and you touch them like this with your thoughts. I touched you with my thoughts. And then the practice is to widen it to another person that you know and you love. And as you go through the meditation, you continue to get a wider shot of the landscape of love until you get to a point where you dissolve the self and you realize we are all one beautiful, flowing river of love, and we are all together. And that's such a good meditation. Try it today if you're getting caught in the reeds, in the underbrush, in the blackberry thorns of reality. You can shift your energy through visualizing and breath work, but you need to first build up the skill to do that. Try it for 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes. When you can get there, you come to understand what you need as a spirit, as a living identity standing on this heavy planet, looking at ungodly realities. And it's like opening the doors on the icon, and you look behind the old stained wood. It's unpromising, it's unspectacular, and inside is this glowing golden image. But you have to first open the doors. Thank you. Please subscribe. I will help you if you want to do a psychic reading, a channeled reading, card readings, life coaching. I can, because of I call it my vast experience of being a knucklehead. I research all the wrong ways to do things. So now I have a clearer view and I can help you with my big medicine bag of lessons that I have accumulated. And I want to thank you very much for stopping in your life to look at this video. I ask you if you would please share it, put a thumbs up, subscribe, make a comment, give me some feedback. And as always, I am so grateful for your taking the time. I appreciate you.